Good day. Thank you for joining. You're watching Newsroom Guyana. I am Isanella Patwa, and this is the Midday News in Brief. And here is a look at some of the stories we're tracking today. Hours after he was tragically shot and died, police investigators have been arrested two persons as they continue to probe the murder of former Chief Education Officer Olato Sam. He was shot with a stray bullet at the Pleasant Railway embankment on the east coast of Demerara just after midnight. The newsroom was reliably informed that the suspects in custody were the two men who were involved in a fight opposite the bar at which Sam and three friends were liming. At the time of his arrest, one of the suspects allegedly had a gun in his possession. Meanwhile, Education Minister Priyamanik Chan expressed condolences on her Facebook page and said Olato's contribution was always valuable. Mr. Olato Sam was a lecturer at the University of Guyana in the Masters in Education and Bachelors in Education programs. He also served as chairman of the Guyana School of Agriculture, commissioner on the Teaching Service Commission, a member of the Caribbean Examinations Council's CXC's Final Awards Committee, chairman of the Board of Governors of the Cyril Potter College of Education, member of the CARICOM Task Force on Teacher Education and Training, and as a member of the CARICOM Task Force on the establishment of teaching councils. As education specialist, Mr. Sam has worked on several initiatives of the Ministry of Education. Most recently, he was working on preparing a plan to address violence in schools. Already, we have seen an outpour of sympathies and message of condolences being posted all across social media. We tell you now that though keen on ensuring that all Guyanese can be gainfully employed, Vice President Dr. Bar Jagdeo says the government will allow companies to hire workers if they can demonstrate that their projects are being substantially impacted by the labor shortage. Additionally, the vice president said the government itself could hire skilled foreign workers if there are sustained difficulties finding highly skilled workers for key technical positions. Before work permits for foreign workers are granted, though, the vice president said the companies or government bodies must demonstrate how their projects would be impeded due to existing shortages. And he explained that they must also demonstrate the specific labor needs. Already, work permits have been granted for at least one contractor, the India based Ashoka Buildcon, that is constructing the Ogle to Eccles roadway to import workers. The Vreeden Hoop Shore Base Inc. has started to look for even more local service providers as it begins to move closer to the December completion date. Today, as the last pile was driven, the company published a request for information to identify local service providers. The company says it has placed a premium on local content providers in its requests for foundational and facility management services for its shore base in Region 3 and additional services in Region 4. The request for information covers both technical and commercial services. And finally, we tell you that Shamir Basika, a 29-year-old teacher from Cummins Lodge, Georgetown, was arrested on Tuesday last after he reportedly assaulted a police officer. On Wednesday, he appeared at the Sparndam Magistrate Court and was charged. The accused appeared before Magistrate Liverpool, where the charge was read to him. The Guyana Police Force said in a statement he pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 8 weeks imprisonment. For these and more stories, you can check our website, newsroom.gy, and follow our social media platforms for more updates. You can get the latest news, and that's it for now. We'll see you back here at 5 p.m.